Hey friends, welcome back to another video. So you've made your application to move down to Germany and probably you've been given a visa or you are waiting your visa being issued to you. I want to talk about some of the things you need to do before moving to Germany and also some of the very important things you would have to do during your first few months of arrival here in Germany. So we're going to start with things you need to do before moving to Germany. And this particular point is not so compulsory, but it's just going to be nice. Okay, it's nice if you have a little bit of German proficiency, just basic level, because everything you see is going to be written in German. Having a little bit of German proficiency will just make things a little bit, tiny bit easier for you. Now, secondly, come with appropriate clothing depending on the season and time you're coming into the country. If we have four seasons here, summer, autumn, spring, and winter. So, depending on the season, you come with appropriate clothing. If you're coming in summer, do not bother bringing winter clothes. You can always buy winter clothes here. It will just make your bag unnecessarily big. Do not forget to come with money, like in Germany, we use euros. So it's always good if you're coming in from your home country, come with some amount of euros with you because exchanging the amount of money here, like if you come with your home currency and you want to do an exchange here, the exchange rate is going to be shitty. Trust me. So it's just best you come in with a few amount of euros because it might take you a little bit of time to open a bank account or for students unblock your blocked account, so you might need like little funds to be able to go around or do some certain kind of things. Just have cash with you. It will really help you a lot. There are certain apps that will be highly useful to you when you come. So number one on the list is Google Translate. Google Translate, I still use Google Translate, and in fact, I'm very sure everybody still use Google Translate most times. So Google Translate, just download it from your home country. It would just help you to be able to translate from German to whatever language you speak. And Google Maps. Before coming to Germany, I have never used Google Maps before. I do not even know how to use it before. But when you come into Germany, Google Maps is going to be like one of your most frequently used apps because it will help you to know the direction, what bus or tram is coming at what time. So it's just best to download it from your home country. Okay. Then you can also download Deutsche Bahn if you want. Deutsche Bahn is an app where you can find trains, what time. You can even book on it if possible. Download Wi-Fi Finder to help you be able to find Wi-Fi around you. Having the app can come in handy for you. Now, in Germany, most places I've seen in Germany, houses and everything, we do not use like a three mouth switch or something. Like it's usually like two mouths. So having adapters for your phones and laptop that come with two mouths is very, very nice. Obviously, many people have laptops these days, but if you're coming, just come with your laptop in good condition so that you will not find the need to buy another laptop here in this country because buying electronics in this country is so much expensive. So buying it in your home country, coming with a good working laptop is very good. And also if you buy a laptop in Germany, the keyboards are in German, so it's not going to be easy for you to use. So just buy from your home country, start using it from your home country so that you don't come in to it with the country new, so that you don't have problem with customs and all of that. Also, don't forget to bring with you all necessary and important documents that you're going to be needing, and also bring with you passport photographs, enough passport photographs. Okay, when it comes to what to pack, like in terms of food items when you're coming, I don't really think or know of anything that is considered a contraband. But for we like Nigerians, usually palm oil, I've heard it's not allowed. I've also heard that when you have the palm oil freezed up, like very, very freezed up, and packaged properly, you can be allowed to come with it in the country. So you could ask other people on exactly the kind of food items to pack when you're coming to Germany. Now, finally, it's always nice to have somebody on ground, for whatever city you'll be going to. And this is especially for students because for people who will be coming on family reunion, obviously you have your family there with you. People who will be coming on work visas and students work visas, sometimes the company might provide some sort of support for you, but this is especially for students or people who probably don't have anybody here in Germany. It's nice to be able to have somebody on ground. So if you can maybe join some Facebook groups, just get the word out there. You're coming to a particular city and you just need somebody to help you around. But while doing this, please be very, very careful, because there are a lot of people that would want to scam you just because you probably do not know anything. So it will be nice to really have somebody on ground to help you navigate the first few days during your arrival. So finally, you have arrived in Germany. Welcome to Deutschland. So, okay, I want to give like maybe a pictorial illustration of something. Okay, you arrived here, you're at the airport and you're leaving the airport. You probably take like a taxi or an Uber. Yeah, some cities have Ubers, so you can download the Uber app so that you can use it when you come. Some major cities actually do have Ubers. Taxis are pretty expensive in Germany, like very, very expensive. So yeah, Uber, or if you do not have any choice at all, maybe taxi. Or if your luggages are not much, you can take the tram or the bus. You have to learn how to do that ahead of time in a way, just to familiarize yourself with what it looks like. So let's say you arrive at your accommodation, your hotel, Airbnb and stuff. Um, Try to locate a supermarket. That's the reason why sometimes I just advise people don't come to Germany on Sundays, because if you come on Sundays, pretty much everything is closed on Sundays. So apart from maybe restaurants. So Monday to Saturday is like very, very good. Very, very good. Then you try to locate a supermarket, you get a SIM card there. There are so many options of different type of SIM cards to buy. So just try to get a prepaid SIM card. The honest truth is, I don't know. Most of the SIM card companies, their customer care are usually in German. Yeah, this really sucks, but it's what it is. Sometimes you get them to transfer you to an English customer care, but like that's it doesn't happen so often, and sometimes they don't even have. So but once you have your SIM card sorted out, the next thing you should do is your anmeldung. Now this anmeldung is like super, super important. You have to do this during the first 2 weeks of arrival. Anmeldung is basically telling the city of where you're staying that, you know what, I have arrived in this place, I exist. I am an extra person who has just decided to live in this city. So for every city, they have different they have different offices for it. They are called the Bürger Bureau, Bürger Amts. You go online, you browse Meldon for your own city, and then you book an appointment for it online. Now, you know how Germany can be very slow. Sometimes you might not even see an appointment so fast. So, if possible, walk into that office. I'm telling you, walk into the office and tell them you want to register. You might be lucky, they will give you the time of day and you do your registration. But yes, you might not be lucky and they will tell you, you know what, you have to go and book an appointment. So when you're booking the appointment, you can decide to book an appointment today and you will not see an appointment, or the date you will see will be like so far ahead. Try to always check maybe like every 6 hours or 8 hours on the same website, because sometimes an appointment might just pop up earlier. Like you can check on the site today and you see an appointment for maybe 3 weeks away, and then you check back tomorrow, you might not see an appointment for maybe a week or something like that. So Amedon is something you need to do when you arrive in Germany. Like the first 2 weeks is really, really important. You have to do it. Okay, but yeah, sometimes the process can just be very, very up and down. So some of the documents you need when you're going for your Amedon: your passport photograph. You would need um your passport, okay, where your visa is stamped. You would also need your rent contracts, if you already have an accommodation. And then you would need, there's another document that the landlord is supposed to give to you. It's called the Wohnungsgeberbestätigung. You would also need this document as well to present at the Bürgeramt. Now, if you do not have like an accommodation in Germany, some Airbnbs can actually give you this Wohnungsgeberbestätigung to go with it with you to the bigger bureau, and then you just tell them that, you know what, I don't have a permanent accommodation yet. I stay in an Airbnb temporarily, but so many Airbnbs will not give you this. So, but irrespective of where you stay, when you go for your Amazon, always let the case officer you meet there know that maybe you do not have a permanent accommodation. What you have is just a temporary accommodation. The reason why getting an accommodation is extremely important is because When you get this accommodation, usually your name will be on the letterbox of the apartment and on the door of the apartment. So all your letters, Germany sends a lot of letters. All the letters you will be receiving from any office would go directly to your letterbox where your name is stated. That's the reason why it will just make your life easier to already have an accommodation booked down. After you do your Amedong, the office responsible for it after would have to communicate with the finance arms. That's like the financial institution here in Germany. And in 2 to 3 weeks' time, they would issue you a tax ID number and you'll get a letter for it. Yes, not an email. And the letter has to come to a particular address. So they need you to have an address. Tax ID, if you're going to be doing any sort of job, part time, full time, freelance, whatever, that tax ID is going to be needed for all your financial transactions. Like if you have to be paid for anything at all, the tax ID is, yeah, they would ask for it every single time. So you're done with the Amazon process. Trust me, I know it can look very overwhelming, but just take it one step at a time. The next thing you would need to do is to open a bank account here in Germany. In Germany, we have so many types of banks, okay? And they come with different offers. Some banks come with bank charges, some banks come with no bank charges, some bank come with bank charges if you withdraw. So a lot of in-depth research to know what type of bank to go for. We have online banks here in Germany that make life a little bit easy for some of us that are not like very, very highly proficient in German, and also people who do not want to deal with so much bureaucracy that comes with opening a bank account. Like we have N26. I tried to open it, they said they don't accept Nigerians. So pew, I opened Revolut. Most employers want you to have like German bank accounts. So you can try Commerce Bank, Deutsche Bank, just do your research, the best bank to open. Now for students, the next thing for you guys will be to try and unblock your blocked account. But if you're not a student, then you don't actually need this. After that, you need to try to get your mode of transportation sorted out. Okay. If you want to be transporting a bicycle, try to sort yourself out with it. Most times it's advisable, okay, get those Deutschland tickets. There's something called the Deutschland ticket. It's You can use it to transport yourself around. So that's the reason why you need to have a bank account, so that you can be able to pay for this ticket every month, and then you just use it. Now after that, your health insurance. Every single person in Germany has the health insurance, whether you are very fit or not very fit. They don't care whether you need to visit the hospital regularly or it's not a need for you. You need to get the health insurance. Now, when you're coming into Germany, usually you have to present a health insurance before they issue you a visa. And the health insurance usually is valid for 90 days. Yes, 90 days. So after that 90 days, you need to switch to one of the health insurance we have here in Germany. In Germany, we have the private health insurance and the public health insurance. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I would advise you join the public health insurance. Yeah, because you're still coming in, so don't even stress about the private. Go to the public health insurance. We have so many public health insurance. We have AOKA, we have TK, which is like getting very popular now. But I use AOKA anyway. So yeah, so many health insurance. Just choose one. I heard TK is also very good actually. We're given a health insurance card which you can use. Also, if possible, after having your health insurance sorted out, try to find a house art. The house art is like a general practitioner here in Germany. Usually, when you're not feeling fine and all of that, sometimes you might not be, when you go to the big hospitals, like if you're not like in an emergency or something like that, it depends. You might not really be attended to like that. They might want you to come with a letter from your doctor or something like that. So the house art is usually your first point of call. If anything happens at any point in time, go to your house art. If it is something very serious that they can't handle, they would give you like an supervisor. It's like a letter or something like that you can take to. They will now transfer you to another specialist that would handle your case. So when you arrive and you get your health insurance sorted, try to browse up on house art around your area and register for it as soon as possible. And the reason I say this is because in most cases, they do not take in new patients that much. You would call so many and they will tell you, oh, we do not have space for new patients. Oh, we don't have space for new patients. So just as early as possible, try to sort this out. Now, the next thing is utilities. Now, if you already have an accommodation here, you know, some accommodation, the amount you pay for the rent, the utilities is attached to it. But sometimes the amount you pay for the rent, the utilities is not attached to it. So you have to now, find yourself an electric provider, like a company that is going to provide electricity for you. You can go on Check 24. There are different providers there. You look for one, try to call them and register. Also, for internet, that's another thing. Sometimes the landlords would ask you to pay for internet in your rent, and sometimes it's not there. So you have to sort your internet yourself. Now, there are so many internet companies. We have Vodafone, we have Telecom, but the internet you would use for your apartment, you have to use the most suitable internet for your own apartment. Like their apartment you go to, Vodafone is the most suitable for them. Some you go to, O2 is the most suitable. Like we have so many internet providers. So you can go on Check24 and check this check24.de and check the most suitable internet for your apartment and also the most affordable one for your apartment. If you do not want to do like internet registration or something, I know Telecom has like a SIM card where you can purchase a SIM card you can purchase and then also use it as your internet. That's if you do not want to do like a contract, because internet contract in Germany is like usually 1 year, 2 years. In fact, most I have seen is minimum of 2 years. So when you sign the contract, you have signed it and you're locked in with them for 2 years. That's why it's good to do your research in knowing what type and the amount, like which one is most affordable, so that you do not sign a contract and be locked in with them for 2 years. Because trust me, everybody will try to sweet talk you into register with our company and all of that. And once you sign, you signed. So if you want to take your time before you sign and you're looking for uh internet you can use on your mobile phone and also it will serve as internet for your apartment, Telecom does that. You just go to a telecom office, then there's a SIM card, like it has, I don't know how many gigabytes or something like that. So you can also use it to browse on your laptop and on your phone at the same time. And it can last for like, I think, a month or something like that. So yeah, that's another option for you. Then finally, after you've done all this, life is getting, you're settling in properly. The final thing is getting a residence permit. Now, this residence permit, you will do it at the Auslander Beholder. So you'll try to check for the Auslander Beholder of your city, book an appointment with them so that you can get your residence permit. And they have list of documents you need to come with. I think you would come with your passport, your Meldebestätigung, yeah, because after you do your Anmeldung, you'll be given like a Meldebestätigung that says, oh, this person is already confirmed that he has registered in the city. A passport photograph as well, because that is going to be what is going to be on your residence permit card. After this, you are fully a resident here in Germany, fully recognized. You are done for now. But when you're going to the Auslander Beholder, you might want to go with a translator, because some of them, majority of the time, they will not speak to you in English. They'll speak to you in German. So if you don't want to go there and be saying yeah, yeah, nine, nine, you can go with a translator. But if you're lucky and you get there and they are able to converse with you in English, all the best. After that, you can just take your time and slowly assimilate into the society, into the country of Deutschland. Anyway, this is the end of today's video. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.